Hello everyone, my name is Corazar, and welcome back to Vintage Story Desert Life, episode 294. This video was originally streamed live on YouTube on January 11th, 2026. I hope you enjoy the video. I'll bring you out as well. Don't need gravel. Could be fun to do some kind of design with the andesite too. I'll think about that. Oh, that's sand. Sandstone rock, come with me. You know what? Let's bring you as well. Bring a couple of you. Hey, Latoya Forever. Have I made it to the halfway point yet? I think we're... as far as total building time goes, we're probably at about the 40% mark. Just the interior is going to take quite some time. So I think we're getting close to halfway. So again, I think we'll finish this in about 6 or 7 months, most likely. Cool colors for a cellar sounds good. That's kind of what I was thinking, yeah. So how do we want to do that? And one of my thoughts is I don't want to do andesite right around the door frame here. Because I think red with the blue right up against it might look a little silly. We could do here. Let's do this. We could do a base layer of this. I like having a little base layer of a wall. It just breaks up a little bit of like, you know, visually. So we could do a base layer of this kind of the whole way around here. What's the rule for chiseling in a cellar? So you can use chisel blocks in a cellar, but they must be considered insulating. You don't do a gap between walls, just between doors. Your walls are 3 blocks thick. We really only need a 1 block thick wall. So if you're going 3 just because you think it's going to give you a better insulation, it won't. So you don't have to bother with that. What we'll do is we're going to take out this guy and this guy. Do a bit of that. And I think what we'll do is we'll probably hang this lantern here. So wherever... Yeah, we'll hang the lantern like up here somewhere so it's in the corner. Maybe even put it like on a table or something. Just so we don't have it... Because if we put it up in a corner, it's going to hang off from 1 block. Or we could do from something in the ceiling. Maybe, or like, you know, a block down or so. But we want to make sure that I just turned on the visibility of spawnable blocks. So it does cover this whole area. So that won't be an issue. If I put it way up high, though, yeah, then those blocks become a threat. So we definitely want this down there at the... Yeah, there at the highest. So we'll keep this there for the time being. We'll think about how we want to place it here, whether we want to put it on a shelf or what. I'm thinking a shelf might be nice, actually. We can put something underneath here. You end up doing 2 doors with an air gap between them in a hot climate just for the boost. I mean, for me, a 4% difference isn't really selling it to me, so... because we'd have to really change up how we have this design here. We could put a door here, and then like another door on this block. But again, that's just going to get in our way when we're trying to like cook stuff. All right, so now we have our base layer of yellow. That might let us slip in andesite. Before I use this, I actually want to go see if we have any pre-chiseled stuff, because if we don't like it, I'm going to chisel it before I take it back out. So first let's grab our chisel. Let's go and see if we have some more andesite upstairs. I think we had some that was already chiseled. You think NASA caught my build in the latest flyby? We got polished. Not quite what I'm looking for. Okay, so we don't. So we will need to just chisel this out if we hate it. Okay. If you don't like the cellar, it'll be a honey, there are 2 Botorn in the cellar again, and the pickles again. Nice. If it's a wall gap wall, would that mean you have to light in between the walls to stop spawning? I don't think so. Doors don't actually stop light. They might reduce it, but I don't think they actually stop it. If only you had some marble, some pink or white would go well in the cellar. Yeah, with all this slate we've been through in some of our mining adventures, we haven't found any marble, which is kind of a surprise. I mean, granted, marble is pretty rare, but just random chance would lead me to think we'd have found some by now. Ooh, 22 hours left. Okay. All right. I'm a little leery of just throwing the andesite in here, but let's just try it. Yeah, the bumping right up against the chert is not. It is not. No siree. So what we could do is a couple options. One is we could. Ooh, it's kind of ugly against the acacia too, just in general. Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. I think what I want to do here is maybe we do the outer walls in sandstone. And then the inner walls we do a mixture of andesite and either sandstone or the polished sandstone here at the bottom. We could continue up here. I think that would be the answer. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's do that. You remember when I stumbled across the marble in the last survival series? Yeah, that was a pretty nice find. I think we found did we find a couple pockets of it, or just one big one? I have a recollection of finding like multiple. I think they were all... Were they all the white marble? Or did we found one of each? We found one white and one pink. Or maybe 2 pink, because there was a pink one in a nearby mountain that stuck out of the ground too, I want to say. Okay, so let's get some of this going on in here. Go. That just looks better already. And here we do have the option of chiseling some of this a bit. So we could put some kind of border right here as well if we wanted to. And I might want to. Whether it's like a little bit of wooden trim, which we could do out of we could do those with the new posts, what are they called? Beams. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to fill this in with dirt. Oops. Boop. That. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we could do something. I don't know. But let's go ahead and I'm going to build this up to the top here. Oops, not like that. Ah, shoot. Yeah, we'll chisel you. Why not? So something like this. Okay, so the designer in me does feel the need to... Let's see, where is my chiseled stuff? Is it you? It is you. I don't want to have this right up against the yellow. That doesn't look too bad, actually. I think I still want a bit of a border here. And whether that's from maybe a... like something thicker, like a little archway thingy here. Or even just a beam. I think I want something there. Yeah, that's not too bad. That joint's okay. Especially given that this is going to be covered in shelves and things. I don't think we need to worry too much about that. That color's going to get kind of covered up anyway. What do you guys think? You guys thinking the andesite, or should we go with something a little more plain like limestone? Let me let's see. Do a little poll. Poll. Cellar. Andesite. Or limestone. Andy. Limey. Start poll. There we go. The pair speed's already down to a normal amount now at this point. It's kind of weird. I'm going to take a little water break while you're thinking. And yeah, since I'm still getting over this cold, I'm having to like hydrate a lot more. My throat gets drier faster. So back in just a moment. Okay, hydration complete. Let's go. I'm going to put a few things away. Actually, no, I'm going to not put things away. Let's make a few shelves. How to make shelves again? Right, it's like this, isn't it? Yep, there we go. So there's that. I guess we can't really hang them because we're not sure yet what kind of wall we're going to use. In fact, you know what we could do is, since we can chisel this, if we have any like bare areas of wall, we could come through and... That's so weird. It's getting toward dawn, so the lights just change in a sealed room, or a nearly sealed room. We could end up like chiseling something with andesite into the limestone, if we go with limestone. Limestone with an andesite or wooden trim. Well, we want to, yeah, we do want to try to keep wood out as much as we can. I think chiseling it in is okay, as long as the base block is stone. But I'm thinking, I mean, we're going to have a lot of wood in here anyway with these on the walls. It's kind of ugly with the andesite there. Whew. Okay. Well, pole is over enough for me. Limestone won by a bit of a hair. That's okay, though. Let's go ahead and we're going to tear this back out. We'll put these away, and we're going to go get some limestone. In fact, this might actually end up looking kind of like the basement over at the Panera, where we have some sandstone highlights, and then limestone. So we'll see how it turns out. I think it's generally a good look overall. Having a nice neutral color can really help in a lot of places, where other colors could be too noisy. Okay, so there's that. Do we have any limestone? A little bit here. No, you are not chiseled yet. Okay. Got sand. I don't think we have any upstairs. Let's grab this guy. I think we're going to need you. I can turn off the overlay. So oh, here we go. We have some that's already chiseled and some that's not. Let's get a little bit more. I think we need about 100 blocks total for that wall. There we go. There we go. Okay. Oughter do. Let's get you out of here. Let's put the regular stuff in here. Alright, so interior. Let's go ahead and try this. Yeah. I like that a lot more than the andesite. I'll probably even be tempted to maybe chisel it in on this side as well. But let's see, let's think about the ceiling as well. I do want to kind of maintain the arched look of the ceiling, which could be difficult in here just because of the geometry. A little silly geometry going on here. But what could we do here? We could really just do like a bit of like maybe surround the edges with slabs. And if we want to get really crazy, we could chisel in an extra step to make it like a staircase-like thing. I don't know that we need it. You like the limestone oak tree since it will have dark things in the walls? I agree. Yeah, so having all these here, that, and then covering those in crocks, like we're gonna barely see what's behind there anyway. So, yeah, I think it was a good call. I think it's a good call. And maybe we could leave the sandstone here, use it as like an accent wall. I don't know. We'll see. I'm thinking we will want to replace these guys with the limestone. See how it turns out. And I'm leaving the top blocks open for now because I don't yet know what I want to put in there. Because if we're going to cover it up mostly or entirely, we won't want to put limestone in there. We'll just use dirt. Terror speed's already climbing or descending. 15 hours. Oh man. I'll put you in here. How long do we have? 12 hours. Okay, so it's still better on our body. Okay. The pie lasts longer in my back pocket. Just like my ice cream cone. So let's see. Yeah, let's take you down for a second. Just pop you there. I'm thinking definitely tear up this dance floor. Which that is something that I wanted to do in the first guide season, but never really found a chance to. Was I kind of wanted to include a ballroom in Lupine Ridge. And I never ended up doing it, but I think it'd be really cool if we did that at some point. See, if we have this here, I think we can definitely work some kind of archway into this. And maybe the answer is we also bring this out by another block, like that. Not like that. Darn it. Thought I had these on my bar. Did not have those. Boop. Come back with me. So these here, and then up with the limestone. That way we just have the same amount of like space to work with other side of the door. Which, yes, go ahead and do that. That'll give us an excuse to have some kind of functional thing in this corner. And then we can, of course, have this sit on maybe a shelf or something. Maybe this will be where we put some barrels. I don't know. We'll think about that. Now, in this corner here, we can't really put anything because of the way that shelves work. You know, we don't want to have them like this. So we'll never be able to really reach back in there very well. So this corner piece, this corner block is going to be useless. We could put something else there if we can find some use for it. Trying to think. Probably just decoration, really. We could even consider moving this guy into this corner. That might cause issues outside here. Not really. I mean, that's fine. We'll have more lights out here anyway, so. And that means we could pile maybe crates up here, or you know, barrels in the corner here. I do feel like it would still look kind of funny if we just did this here. So if we do this, it's not the worst, but it still feels kind of weird to me. So maybe, maybe we light this back up. No, that's not. Oh my goodness. Stop it. Courage, you're killing me. There we go. All right, just go up there or something. Lantern there. And then we could just put like a column of something here, whether it's... we could put wood here. So now that we have the walls completely done, we could in fact put wood here and it wouldn't cause issues. Need more glow blocks. Yeah, I was thinking like, do we carve something out of those glow blocks to put here? But we only have 64 glow blocks in total. And so I was thinking I'd want to save them for like something grand, like those pillars. I could easily see using half of the blocks that we have in these pillars, if not all of them, as, you know, channeling the magic of our sun gods or whatever. This block light, are you kidding me? That's so weird. Okay. We'll have to consider that. Huh. That's wild. That was wild to me. You like keeping firewood in corners. That's not a bad point either. That's a pretty good point. Firewood stack might go well there. Although, only problem being when it's like, if it's empty, we could end up with things spawning back there. Let's fill this in. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just say we'll just use limestone here. There. So these sort of accent walls here. And we can figure out what to do with this at some point. But what we could do here is a bit of this. Whoops, not like that. I tripped on the basket. So yeah, I think that... Ooh. Ugh. Ugh. Ugh, that lighting. Ugh. Ouch. right, so I think what we want to do is we'll definitely want to use maybe like chiseled stairs in here to avoid the lighting issue, or at least attend the lighting issue in here. I have 10 blocks on me. We should only need to chisel a couple of them though, so I think it should be enough. Got the stairs on us. Ah. I pick you up. Doesn't fix that. So that could be a problem. Really? Are you actually a spawnable block? That'd be so disappointing. I don't want to have a lantern overhead, but I guess it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. It could be relatively centered right there. I was hoping to have it down so we could like just see it more. But if that leads to spawnable blocks in here, I don't feel like dealing with that, so... So sorry. I'm sorry you feel that way. Yeah, we could do something like that. And with this being a cellar, I'm not super concerned about, like, the aesthetics as much, I think. Like, it should feel a little claustrophobic, should feel a little unfinished, because this is where, like, the scullery maids go, to dredge up food for morning breakfast and things. Something like that. I might not mind maybe making the ceiling something different, even if it's just sandstone. Or maybe the ceiling's where we put the andesite. Yeah, and we could make a little chain here. And I've done that before. So yeah, let's think about that. Let's do that. Let's go and fry some andesite first of all. Since we already have some that is chiseled, we can do so without, like, wasting it, basically. Let's put away some of the stuff that we don't need right now. Like you and like you. Limestone. And we want... Ooh, my goodness. I don't know that we have any relieved or polished slate. No, we do. We have slate by the Pan Era. Like, wait a second. Didn't we get some slate a long time ago? We did. I don't have any here. But the Pan Era's got a couple of slate thingies, so we can grab a finishing chisel. Doesn't matter. It's upstairs. We'll just use the rough cut if we need any. Let's also turn off that. There we go. Do we have any already done? Hey, we do. Look at that. And let's grab, grab the stack of 6. Not a big deal. And then I think that's all we need from here at the moment. we're gonna oak tree, make an little chain, which I like more than a rope. For like a poor tavern or inn on the road, I think I'd still go for a chain, honestly, because they'd use a chain because it's a permanent like fixture. But for like a peasant's house, I'd use a rope, sure. But for here, we do chains. And maybe because I didn't like the andesite running into... Oh, you know what? Let's try it. Let's see if the andesite running into the sandstone here looks bad or not before we make a decision. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to remove these. We'll start with that just to get a feel. Okay, I like it. I like it, but I do want to do the same border here. I feel like this just needs it. So we're going to replace you with these guys, because we won't be able to see that. We're going to do this. We're going to do a bit of this. A bit of that, and that. That. The same thing over here. There we go. And then we'll just take you out. Boop. Now it's real dark. Now, in theory, this should still be considered a cellar, so we'll see. Give it a second to update. Hey, 0.28x. Awesome. Cool. Alright, so we want to have a little bit of a chain here coming down. I'm going to go ahead and plop this block in here. Let's see, is that low enough what I want here? And also high enough? Yeah, that's good. So what we'll do here is we're going to plop it back down. We're going to get on a ladder. And this is something we've done quite a few times before, where we've made a chain like this. So I feel like I know what I'm doing here. We'll see if that's true. Okay. So we can have a little bit of a base plate, like something anchored into the ceiling here, and then something to anchor it to the lantern. And just because these can... We can still attach that. I think it needs to be just a little wider than the lantern to attach it. Like the lantern's stalk right there. So let's go ahead and we're going to shave this down a little bit more. See if we can still put the lantern on here. Oops, come back here. Hey, look at that. Okay, sweet. Move you out of the way. And yeah, I could use the hand planer for this part, but it's all the way over in the chest. Needs to be a 2x2 attachment point. Okay. Even smaller than this, you mean? I thought it couldn't attach if it was too small. You You find repeatable chains are hard. There's actually, so what I do is I don't try to make a chain that has a loop in the middle that you can see. You'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. Yeah, it's a little simpler than that. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna just thin this out. I guess we'll try the 2x2 here. All right, you know what? I'm gonna go and get the hand planer here. I've talked myself into it. Ta-da! Up, ta-da! There we go. All right, hand planer. Solves so many world problems. You can't attach to them one by one. It needs to be in the middle. Yep, I knew the middle part. All right, so boop, and boop, and boop, and boop. So that should, according to you guys, still attach. Hey, wow, look at that. Okay, cool. So here's what I like to do: is I just go like this. So we're gonna have a little bit of a chunk. Actually, it doesn't need to be a chunk here. We can just leave it alone. I'm going to put a little flare on it. Actually, I like the look of a flare. I don't know, just... not that we'll ever see it. There we go. I just do this. I just go like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. We have a little bit of a layer at the top, usually a little bit bigger than the flare on the bottom. Something like that. All right, so then we're actually going to come over here, and wherever we didn't chisel here, which is kind of hard to see. Do I have, if I put you here, does that make it easier? Does not. And lighting this game is so finicky. If I hold it, it's okay. See better, but then I can't chisel. But basically, we're going to alternate. Like that. Alternate, let's see, the other side as well. Just gonna build a little ladder here too. It's like a weird shrine to the the ladder shrine to the lantern. So here. No. We got that one. Okay, good. Like that. Finish out this little bit here. And then chunk out these guys. There we go. So now it looks vaguely chain-like from a distance, even though it's not really a chain. Like, there's no central piece that's missing. But if you imagine it, like, right in there is where the gap would be in the link. So, we can, of course, grab you. Get you up there. And take out the ladders. And then it is hydration time for me again, after I have some pie. Okay, so there's our chain. This is probably pretty similar to what we did back in the second guide season, when we made a chain to hang our lantern from the ceiling in the living room with a skylight in it. So it should look pretty familiar to you. I think we also did this in... Yeah, I think we did this in Lupine Ridge too. I think the art room, like the chiseling room that we never used for chiseling, that also had a longer chain, I believe, from the ceiling. And these, you can make them fairly repeatable, to the point where I think you can actually just copy and paste them the whole way down. As long as you start them with some kind of base, so they're one half of a link off. So that should do. This corner is now sort of whatever. We can do anything here. I think. What I might actually do is take these off of here. And we could do maybe some kind of, I don't know, like a little archway design. Probably out of chert, honestly. So 1, 2, 4 more of these. Do I have any wood? I don't. I'll put it over in the chest here. Go get a stack of that. Appears like a twisted Cuban chain. Not sure what twisted Cuban is. Sounds like a kind of cigar to me. Okay, let's make 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So we have basically, effectively, double, or is it double or is it quadruple? I don't recall how many layers of shelves we have down in the cellar at the Oasis. But we have a lot of space here now. So then we'll have plenty of space under here for vessels. Oh, and we can also, I think we have a bunch of decorative vessels we haven't really used anywhere. So we can go grab some of those, put them in here. Let's go do that. Let's go fill this little space with things. And I'm realizing that because of all this, we might not get to a whole lot of this column today. We're an hour and a half in. I'm not planning on getting real fancy over there today. I just want to put the trunks in place. So maybe we will get to a decent amount of this today. But let's go ahead and get stuff. I'm going to put these away for now. We'll probably want them again later, but just want to make space for the stuff. Support beamish in the corners. That, or, like I said, more likely it'll be chert. We'll chisel some chert in. Let's bring a few things over first, just to see. Well, one, so we can have our pies over here. And two, to have our pies over here. Duh. Alright, so let's see. We had... Oh yeah, look at that. Got a few of these. Got a few plain ones. Okay. Let's see if our cheapskate guy is selling any more vessels or not. He had a lot of planters, as I recall. Loon, Leo was you, Fared. Okay, yeah. 15 gears, though? Oh, man. Okay. We'll get one of each. So we need, what, 23 gears? Yeah, 23 gears. You, sir, are a highway robber. That's what you are, pal. 23. There we go. Come on. Talk to me, oh. Wait, why did that come off my head? Oh, because I grabbed the blackguard helm by accident. He has 6 of these. Wow. Alright. High and medium. A reindeer herder saddle blanket. For 11 gears change? Do we have that? don't think we do. We have to die for it. It's to die for. Well, everyone, that's going to about do it for this episode of Vintage Story Desert Life. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, let me know by leaving a like or a comment in the section below. But for now, as always, my name has been Kurazar. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.